Hello students, welcome to the session 11 of unit 6 of uncontroller subject. So let us learn about timer programming in today's session. But before that, let us just recall whatever we have studied about the timer registers. So here I have listed the registers, important registers that we will be using today for writing the program. The first one is a prescale register. The second one is the prescale counter register. Third one is the timer counter. The fourth one is TCR. TCR means timer control register. And next we have count control register. And the last one is the interrupt register. Okay. What is the use of the first one? Prescale register. It stores the maximum value up to which the prescale count register should count. Okay. So if this prescale register is loaded with the value 1, then prescale counter register will count up to 1, and after that what it will do? It will increment the timer counter and it resets and once again starts counting from 0 to 1. Okay. So that is why I have written here it decides the tick rate of timer counter. Okay. So first ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವರೆಗೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಕೌಂಟರ್ 0 ಇಂದ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವರೆಗೂ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಟೈಮರ್ ಕೌಂಟರನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೀಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ 0 ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಟೈಮರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್? It has just 2 bits that are defined. The first one is the enable and the second one is the reset. So using that enable bit, we can either start or stop the timer, and using reset bit, we can reset the timer counter. Okay. So that's why it is called as a timer control register. So timer control register is used to start or stop or to reset the timer counter. Okay. The next one is what? Count control register. So what is the use of this count control register? It is used to select the timer mode or the counter mode. And the last one is the interrupt register. So it contains the interrupt flags for the 4 match and 4 capture interrupts. So if we are using the interrupt concept, then we have to use the interrupt register. Now, if we want to write the program for the timer, then first what we have to do? We have to configure the timer. So configuring means what? We have to load the appropriate values into the registers. Into the count control register, into the interrupt register, we have to load the appropriate value into the prescale register. So all these 3 registers should be loaded with the appropriate value, and these 2 registers should be reset. The prescale counter and timer counter registers should be reset, and after that we should enable the timer. So once the timer is enabled, it will start counting, and it will start counting towards the maximum value. Now let us see what are the sequence. What is the sequence for setting up the timer? The first step is, first we have to load the appropriate value into the CTCR register, and then the prescale register should be loaded with a value that generates the desired delay. The next, if we are using the match register, then we have to load the corresponding value into the match register. And what should happen when a match occurs? That should be defined with the help of MCR register, that is match control register. And after that, first the PR and TC registers should be reset, that is they should be made equal to 0. So that is called as reset the timer. And then we should enable the timer, and when the timer generates the required amount of delay, we should disable the timer. So this is the sequence that we have to follow in order to program the timer. Okay. In today's program, we are using 2 functions to write the timer program. The first one is called as the initialize timer, and the second one is called as the delay millisecond function. Okay, the first function is used to initialize the timer, and the second function is used to generate the delay in millisecond. So let us see what are these two functions. The first function is the initial timer. So initialize the timer. So here we are using timer 0 in today's program. So I have written the function name as what? Initialize timer 0. So what this function will do? It is used to set up and initialize the timer block. So initializing means what? First we have to select the timer mode. Okay, how to select the timer mode? As we have studied in the second slide, the register called count control register is used to select the timer mode or the counter mode. Okay, so here I have shown you the bit pattern of this register, that is count control register. So in this register, these two bits are used for selecting either the timer mode or the counter mode. So if we make these two bits equal to 0 0, then timer mode is selected. Okay, so here we have to use it as a timer. So here these two bits should be equal to 0 0, and all other bits should be also equal to 0 0. So this gives us the value is equal to 0 0 h. Okay, so this 0 0 h should be loaded into CTCR register of the timer 0. And after that, what we have to do? We have to load the appropriate value into the prescale register. Okay, depending upon the amount of delay that we want to generate, we have to load the value into the prescale register, and then we should reset the timer. So what is the meaning of reset the timer? We have to make both, we have to clear both PC and TC register. So both of them should be made equal to 0. So that is resetting the timer. Okay. So this is done in the function initialize timer. The next function that we'll be using in today's program is a delay function. Okay. So this delay function is used for generating the delay in terms of millisecond. Hence it has been given the name as delay ms. So it generates the delay in terms of a millisecond. Okay. And inside this function, what we have to do? There is a sequence that we have to follow. So first what we have to do? We have to reset the timer. That is, we have to clear the PC and TC registers, or we should make them equal to 0. That is the first step. And second step, what we have to do? We should start the timer. So that is called as what? Enabling the timer. And once the timer is enabled, it starts counting. Okay, and when it generates the required delay, we have to stop the timer by disabling it. Okay, so this should be done inside the delay millisecond function. Okay, and if I want to reset the timer, or if I want to enable the timer, or if I want to disable the timer, then we have to use a time control register, and we have to load the appropriate values into the time control register. Okay, so this is the bit pattern of the time control register. Here you can see there are two bits. So the first bit is used for enabling the timer, and the second bit is used for resetting the timer. Okay, so this enable bit, if it is equal to 1, if it is equal to 1, then timer will start. If it is equal to 0, then timer will stop. So using this enable bit, we can either start or stop the timer. And the next one is what? Reset bit. So using this reset bit, we can reset the timer. Okay. So if we want to enable the timer, then this C bit should be equal to 1. Okay. So that gives us the hexadecimal number as a 01H. Okay. And if we want to disable it, then this should be made equal to 0. So that gives us the hexadecimal value as what? 00H. And if we want to reset the timer, then this CR bit should be equal to 1. Okay, so if this is 1, then the corresponding value is what? 02. So this 0 to H should be loaded into the timer control register of timer 0. And since this timer, it is counting the clock pulses of the peripheral clock. So before this timer block is used, we have to initialize the peripheral clock. Okay. So in the program, we should keep this in mind. Before we use the timer block, we have to initialize the clock. Now let us see a simple example. So in this example, they are asking us to write a program to blink LEDs connected to the pins of the port 0 every 500 millisecond using timer 0. Okay. So in this program, they are saying group of LEDs are connected to which port? They are connected to the port 0. Okay. And what we have to do? We have to make them blink. Blink means what? LEDs should be turned on and then they should be turned off. So in between this on and off, we have to generate exactly 500 millisecond delay using timer 0. Okay. So between the on and off of the LED, we should generate precise time delay of how much? 500 millisecond using the timer 0. Okay. So for this, we have to write the program. Before writing the program, uh, let us first do the calculation for what value should be loaded into the prescale register to generate the required delay. Okay. So in this program, we are writing a delay function that generates delay is equal to 1 millisecond. Okay. So for that here, I am showing you the calculation. So here what value should be loaded into PR register to generate how much? 1 millisecond delay. What is the formula for delay? Delay is equal to prescale register plus 1 divided by frequency. Divided by the frequency of the clock. Okay, so here we are assuming the clock frequency is equal to 60 megahertz. Okay, so to generate delay is equal to 1 millisecond. If I substitute this value in the above equation, after simplification, I will get the prescale register value is equal to how much? 59,999. Okay, so if I load this value into the prescale register, then timer will generate delay exactly is equal to how much? 1 millisecond. Okay, so this is the calculation part for loading the value into the prescale register. Now let us write the program. The first sentence is to include the header file, to include the definition of all the registers of LPC 2148. Okay. The second definition is related to initialization of the clock. And next, just now we have calculated what is the value that should be loaded into the prescale register. So that I am defining here as prescale, and I am initiating it with the value how much? 59,999. Okay. And after that, as I told, in this program, we are using two functions. One function is for generating the delay in millisecond, and another function is for initiating the timer. Okay. And before this timer block is used, we have to initialize the clock also. There is one more function here. So this is initialize clock. Okay. So all these three functions are used in the program. So first we have to declare them. So this part is declaration of all the three functions that we are using in this program. Okay. Now let us begin the main part. Okay. So inside the main function, what is the sequence? First we have to initialize the clock. So first we should call the initialize clock function, and after that we have to initialize the timer. So next we should call initialize timer function, and after that we have to make the LEDs on and off with the exact delay of how much? 500 millisecond. Okay. So since LEDs are connected to the pins of the port 0, first we have to declare them as output pins. Okay, for that we have to write 1 into all the bits of the DIR register. Okay, so load 8 Fs into the DIR register. So this will make all the pins of the port 0 as output pins. Okay. And then to turn on and off the LED, all the bits should be made equal to 1 of set register and clear register. Okay. So this first line will turn on all the LEDs, and when I write all the ones into the clear register, the LEDs will be turned off. And in between this on and off, we have to generate a delay of how much? 500 millisecond. So here we are calling delay millisecond function, and we have written the program in such a way that this delay millisecond function will generate delay exactly is equal to how much? 1 millisecond. Okay. So to generate 500 millisecond, we have to pass the parameter as 500 to the delay millisecond function. Okay. And continuously the LED should turn on and off. For that, we are including these statements inside a true while loop. So while with the true condition 1. So this makes these 4 sentences to repeat infinite number of times. Now let us define the initialize timer 0 function. So inside this function, first we have to select the timer mode. For that, we have to load 0000 into the CTCR register. Then we should load the prescale value into the prescale register, and then we should reset the timer. The next function is it is used for generating the delay in millisecond. Okay, so here first we have to reset the timer, then we have to enable the timer, then we should wait till the required delay is generated or desired delay is generated, then we have to disable the timer. So you can see here in the first statement, the TCR register is loaded with value 02. So this will reset the timer. When it is loaded with 01, the timer will start, and when it is loaded with 00, the timer will stop. Okay. And in between that, we have written a while statement. So before the timer starts and stops, we have to wait till it generates delay is equal to 500 millisecond. Okay. So here we are including a while statement. So this while statement will be executed till delay is equal to 500 millisecond is generated. So when it generates the required delay, the control will come out of this while loop, and then we have to stop the timer. Okay. So this was about the timer programming. Now let us answer some multiple choice questions. The first question is, the TCR register is used for enable the timer, to disable the timer, or for timer reset, or all of the above. Which is the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is we can do all this: enabling, disabling and resetting with the TCR register, with the help of TCR register. So the correct answer is all of the above. The second question, which register stores the maximum value of a prescale counter register? The options are TC register, PR register, IR register and TCR register. The correct answer is prescale register. The next question, which register is used to select the timer counter mode? The options are TCR register, CTCR register, TC register and PC register. The correct answer is the CTCR register. The next question, the C statement T0 TCR is equal to 0 to H performs which of the following action? Stops the timer, starts the timer, resets the timer, none of the above. So which is the correct answer? The correct answer is, when we load this value 0 to H into the timer control register, then it will reset the timer. Fifth question. Which is the correct statement to enable timer 0? Here they have given you 4 options. So all these values are loaded into the timer control register. So which is the correct value that should be loaded into timer control register to enable timer 0? The correct answer is the third one. 01H should be loaded into timer control register of timer 0. So in today's session, we have seen which registers should be used for writing the program for the timer, how to program the timer, and we have also seen one example of blinking LEDs. Thank you.